Check.
Everyone hear everyone?
I can hear, and I can be heard.
Right here, right now.
Check.
Sick.
We going on all?
Yeah.
Cool. Welcome back to the Pretty Good Podcast. Today we have Rashad, A.K.A. RahKeeM P. And he is a DJ around here in Boise and plays all over town. A lot at the Barbacoa Rooftop, Tree Fort, Space Bar, man. You can catch him everywhere down by the river on Sundays. Yeah. And overall, just fucking great guy.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course.
And back at you. Always showing love.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. So, you DJ. We just met a second ago. Hold on. And I spooked you, and I'm sorry, but we met 30 seconds ago, and that... Sorry. You DJ. How's that? What do you do? What's your story?
Yeah, I've been DJing
Nice
for
to meet
about 3 years. Started off taking pictures of two of my friends DJing actually, and one of my guys, one of the transitions, I noticed that it was off, and a light bulb just went off, and I just used to go over to his house and practice on his equipment, and I just thought it was way more fun. The way it looked actually was more fun than taking pictures. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was, but the more that I practiced, the more that I kind of understood and started watching more videos on how to DJ, asking them how to DJ, and then started DJing. I'd say I interned for them for a full year. No pay, no nothing, just kind of setting up, and whenever I got my chance to DJ a little hour set or 30-minute set, I took that opportunity like no other. Hopped on and just did my thing. So yeah, that's kind of how the DJing aspect of it started. Just watching other people DJ, taking pictures of them, and then yeah.
So, photography.
Mm-hmm.
What started that? Were you like always just like pictures of people, or were you just into cameras or like landscape stuff or filming? Or
not even really. I had a friend and she had a camera at her house, so I just used to take it and just take random pictures around her house. Mm-hmm. And she let me borrow a camera, so I would take it out with me everywhere, the concert shows, downtown, literally in the middle of the night downtown, going out, just taking random pictures, trying to get a feel for it. Didn't necessarily know what I wanted to take a picture of. And then again, I would get on YouTube and kind of look at all these different photographers. I can't remember the one guy's name, but he introduced me to like this urban style, which is more like clothes, nightlife, bright lights. Well, not necessarily bright, but neon lights, and kind of getting that feel for it, making it look cool. So I was doing that for a little bit, and it was a passion at the time. And then I found DJing, and then that passion quickly changed.
So what, like, I guess was the moment that made you go like, oh, DJing is like what I want to pursue? Like, was it just being around it? And then
being around it, yeah, because I was around it all the time. I'd go to where my boys were DJing on Sundays, and I would listen to their mix, listen to their music selection, see how they interacted with the crowd, saw how they mix, how they transition, and I just thought that would be fun. I've always been the one, like, growing up, grabbing the aux, or people passing me the phone or something and telling me to play music, or burning music on the CDs and just taking them on road trips and stuff, and just kind of setting the vibe for road trips. So
have you ever played like just the absolute worst choice of a song to play that you just completely misread the vibe of the room?
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely. And that's what makes you. And that's actually what makes you a better DJ. You know, you got to fail in those aspects sometimes, and just kind of learn what the people are wanting, listen to what they're wanting, kind of bounce off of that. So if they want to hear a certain song, my homework, I went home, I plugged in that song on Spotify. And Spotify has like a great feature where you can literally search a song. That song will be over. It'll have a little pause, and then you just hit next, or it'll play automatically, and it'll play recommended songs or like songs, and then that's kind of how I got caught up with that. But yes, I've crashed and burned many, many times, which like I said, it's a learning curve. I mean, now when I listen to old mix, I cringe. So they just sit there. I don't upload them, nothing. They cringe, and it's just kind of like a good look back, when you're kind of looking back at where you started to where you're at right now.
Totally. I feel like that's similar almost with like doing stand up and stuff, where like you have those like sets where you just bomb, and like a lot of it, like when you're like looking back at a recorded set, you're like, oh fuck, like this one sucked. Like, and it might have been all right, but like you're still just like, I can do so much better, like looking for the next one.
Absolutely.
When you're like going up for like a half-hour set, like how many songs do you like want to have like on deck?
I wish they were half-hour sets. Actually, no, I don't. Usually it's like one. I think my longest was like a 7-hour set, and that was hold on. What was it? It wasn't a wedding. I don't necessarily count weddings, but I forget. Oh, it was a football camp that I did on the Blue.
Oh,
that
shit.
was crazy. Like, I could have easily made a mix and took a break, but I went from, I believe it was like 11 a.m. to 6:30, 7 p.m. straight mixing. And at that point, it's just you play anything, whatever, and anything. And I mean, with football, all the kids, all they like to listen to is hip hop. I throw in some rock and stuff and metal and whatnot when it's necessary. But no, it's a lot. But an hour set versus that, it's like I'll probably pick 50 to 100 songs.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of songs that I do download that I like, but it doesn't quite necessarily fit the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be able to pivot off of that and maybe play the third song that you downloaded out of that bunch instead of, that one that you like. And you just save it for later.
What's your sleep schedule like?
Man, let me tell you, these last 3 days I've been at home all day, done. This DJing, man, it has elevated me. I'm definitely a night owl for sure. I can stay up, but it's crazy because I'll still wake up early. It's very rare.
That's lucky.
Yeah, it's very rare that I wake up past like 11 o'clock unless I'm out until 7, 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? But usually I'm home by like, I'll say 3, 4, 5 the latest. I mean, I've stayed up way longer than that before.
Oh, yeah.
I think we call those benders.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a slang term.
A couple of those.
Yeah, so, but it's good. It's like, with me, I just got a relationship in October. So I was definitely like, I felt like shut down. I wasn't able to express myself the way that I wanted to. So getting out of that relationship, I really dove into, being out, doing what I want, not having to answer to nobody, not having a time I needed to come in. So, I've just been, honestly out here. And I've been saying I've been like a menace in the streets type shit. But it's, it's been cool. The part that I like about it is, I mean, if I didn't have to sleep, I wouldn't sleep. So I just like kicking it with people that like to party, that like to have a good time. And, catching up with a lot of people. There's a lot of friends and people that I've built relationships with that I haven't seen, talked to, or hung out with in 2 years, pre-October, last October. So with me, it was just getting back out there and getting in front of people and, just kicking it. Because I was like that DJ that was like, all right, I'm done with this set. I'm going home. But now it's like, nah, what y'all doing? We finding an after party? Like, let's kick it some more, I was just working for 4 hours. I want to kick it with y'all on a different level.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds exhausting, but in a really fun way.
Definitely exhausting. You just got to ground yourself and listen to your body.
You ever just fuck around and throw like the national anthem in or something, or
no.
All right.
Not like the Jimi Hendrix one.
No, haven't even thought about it. I mean, you may have sparked something right there, just to try.
I don't know, like just purposely like throw it all off and slow it down.
Nope.
So
No,
like
too much rides on that, man. It's like too much rides on that, because it's like
that's your livelihood at this point, right?
It is
your full time job.
Yeah. Yep. I left my other job. I was doing window cleaning. Shout out Tree City Window Cleaners. I was doing it with them, and then I just, I got burnt out. I had like 5 gigs in 1 week plus doing that, and I had to make a choice, whether it was to do this or that. And I honestly got like super, super depressed, really, really drained. I completely shut down for an entire week.
Yeah.
Like phone, nobody hit me. People hit me up, me not responding. Just in bed, just not doing anything, door dashing so much. It was like very, very unhealthy, and I had to, pick my mental health over that and pick what I actually wanted to do. You know what I mean? So
totally.
Yeah.
I can identify with that. I've been through those like bouts of just being like down on yourself and just like self-isolating a lot and like not feeling like wanting to like show yourself to the world ever or like leave your bedroom.
Yeah,
it's fucking tough to like pull yourself out of that for sure.
It is. And then go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, like, once you do, like, you definitely feel like a lot more like, I don't know, just like more power, like you have more power over your life,
Absolutely.
Speaking of mental health, we had this conversation in the last podcast I did. So what things do you have that like very uber specific things that make you like happy and feel good and hopeful for the world? Like, for example, like if you're driving through a neighborhood in the morning and you see like 2 kids walking home from a gas station with like a bag of candy and you're like, Mom gave you a few bucks to like ball out at the gas station. That's sick. They're gonna have a good Saturday. I used to do that. What's like a
I mean, there's a few. I mean, I ride my bike a lot. I like to roller skate.
Nice.
Thrift shopping is definitely up there. I love that. I like fashion. I like style. I like going out and finding, $2 pieces and making a $1,000 outfit out of it. You know what I mean? It's just putting it together, and it's just how you put it together, how you match this with this. What else? Water. Grounding myself, being outside, camping for sure. I haven't been this year yet. Last year I went a lot, and I haven't been this year yet. I think that's one thing that I'm missing for sure.
Yeah.
Out of this year to kind of help with that, just being away from everything, and just spending time with myself and nature. It's like,
nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet. That's good. That made me happy. Those are all good things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make a $2 outfit, $1,000 outfit.
Yeah, that's a good line, dude. That's a really good line. Fuck yeah. So I'm like intrigued, like when you're DJing and shit, how long do you like let a song play into, right? Like before you like transition out? Does it just depend on like what you're watching the crowd doing? Like, and then like how much of it are you like finding that dance beat, right? And like looping it over and finding that like fucking like perfect kind of like rhythm and like BPMs and like trying to make something new out of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it definitely depends on the situation. I'll say weddings versus clubs are a little bit different. Clubs and bars. Weddings, people are there to party. You only have like sometimes 2 to 3 hours. And so with that, I'm letting it play, probably getting to the first chorus, then I'm mixing in the second song with the first chorus of the first song and getting out of there quick.
Yeah.
Let them be able to sing the lyrics. Sometimes I cut the beat, let them rap it or let them sing it, and then let them go. You hear them start to die down, and boom, you bring in the next song. Or sometimes you kind of mix it together. There's this one of the tracks that I download off BPM Supreme. It's like there's a quick intro, then there's a regular intro, and then there's the regular song. So the quick mix would be like let's say the song is 5 minutes, it'll cut it down to 2.5 minutes. Let's say it's the regular intro, it'll move it from 5 minutes to like 6 minutes and some change, if that. It just makes the song a little bit longer. The quick mixes, those are the ones that I would play at weddings mostly, just because you just got so much music to work with, and they do all the mixing for you, so it's really nice. But yeah, it's usually, and kind of depending on my time. If I have an hour, then I'm in and out. If I have 4 hours, then I might spend a little bit more time. I might even go 2 choruses on the song before I get out of it. Or if it's a song that I like, I let it play. Yeah. Or if it's a song that a lot of people like what's the Lil Uzi Vert joint? I just wanna rock.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could play that song from start to finish, and people will still, be at the same level of energy from start to finish. So it just all depends. And looking in the crowd, you can tell people's demeanor, people's body language. Are they getting tired of the song? Are they looking up at me like, all right, next song? So with that happening before I started, I definitely got a lot of looks. And then now I kind of base it so I don't want nobody looking at me.
Yeah.
Don't come up to me asking for a request. And so I try to do my best to, mix in, mix out, kind of guess how long I want the song to play or how long they want me to play the song, you know what I mean? Totally. But ultimately, that's what I want. I do this, I of course, for the people, but I definitely do this for me and just kind of getting into different genres, different beats, different BPMs, and playing it for people and kind of seeing what people are into or
What's
not.
The weirdest request you've ever got?
Pretty people
good podcast.
They Taylor Swift. I'm playing hip hop all night and people come up and ask for like a Taylor Swift song, and I just look at them. I'm just like, no.
Which one?
I don't know, man. If it's Tayller Swift, I'm just like,
girls?
nah, I'm sorry. It just, I don't know. It's just not me, and I'm just like, there's plenty of other DJs out here. There's plenty of other DJs out here that will play what you want. Like when people come to me, like I set that vibe, I set that tone, that I'm gonna play what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to get this type of vibe from me. If you don't like it, like I said, there's how many bars, how many DJs in town. When you come there or wherever I'm at, I look at it as people specifically coming there to hear something new, hear something different. And that's what I try to provide at everything that I do. Something new and different, because we hear the same shit all the time.
Totally.
So.
Does that kind of have to do with like how you're feeling for that night? Like is it that different every night?
I mean, I'd say that's the most consistent one. Sometimes don't get me wrong, I won't always shut down a request. If it makes sense and I forget about a song, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a good one. Got you. Coming up next. Or sometimes people ask me for a request, I'm just like, I'm not feeling it, but they'll sit there and look at me and wait till it comes on, and I'll be like, I'll play it later. I got it coming up.
It's by Journey.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten some Journey requests too, especially at weddings. But those are places that it's okay, especially here in Idaho. I mean, it's a predominantly white population, so it makes sense to play that because everybody plays that. I can't play that at a black wedding.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, what the hell, man? Give me my deposit back. So yeah, it just has to make sense.
Fair enough.
Best item you've gotten from a thrift store this year?
Ooh, best item I've gotten from a thrift store this year. I'd say there's two. I went to shout out Graveyard thrift store. They're over off Main Street, over by Torch. I got these pants, these blue Levi's that had brown paint splattered all over them. It literally looked like somebody just painted or threw paint all over it. It was cool. Those are my favorite pants that they just recently ripped. And I was kind of sad about that. And then I did get this hat. It was a brown Bureau of Land Management hat. Yeah.
That's a good hat.
Nah, it's pretty sick. I really like it a lot. Nah, but it's funny because like the initials is BLM, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be walking around and like this, like a white dude would be like, "Hey, like your BLM hat, take it off real quick." I'm just like, "What?" Oh,
Beer land management, baby.
yeah. Nah,
Alter
but
the
it's,
logo a little bit.
but I'd say like thus far that would be this year the best combo of stuff that I got for sure.
Fuck
I wear
yeah.
that hat all the time. I wore the jeans probably like twice a week. Like I said, they ripped at my last mushroom show. That was tragic.
Oh, damn.
Literally bent over, split right down the butt.
Oh, that's the worst place to rip it.
But I had a big old 2XL t-shirt on, so
Nobody
we was good.
Nobody saw.
We was good. We were good.
You ever stage dove? Stage divin?
No.
Divin?
Mm-mm. Hell no. I'm good. Yeah, there's no need. For me, at least. For other people, cool. I feel like for light people, I'm like pushing 200 pounds, you know? But like for a little Uzi Vert, he's like, what, $130?
Yeah, probably.
You know, that's
Maybe
easier,
less.
you know?
He's tiny.
Barely need a
Yeah.
It's 3 people. Like,
Exactly.
Money be shorter.
like
I
a
just-
beach ball.
I stay in my lane. I like my feet on the ground, so we good there.
I want to hear about something going wrong.
Something going wrong?
Yeah. Like
Oh, I
fell
definitely.
through the stage, or like someone fought you, or
Something going wrong during DJing. I would say, so we got these cue pads, right? I'd say the one thing that's gone wrong is just like in the middle of a set in front of a bunch of people, and I have this mono headphone and it has like a curly cord, and I'll pick it up, I'll put it to my ear, listen to the next track, and then I'll put it down, and then it will stop. It will press on the cue button and just completely stop or start the whole song over. Like in the worst part to start the song over.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, like you're in the middle of the chorus and it just starts all the way over. And you just got to play it off, you know? So I don't know. That's why I can't really say that there's a worse thing that's happened, because it's all like improv at that point. So if that were to happen, you know, I'll do that and then I'll do this little backspin and I'll talk to the crowd real quick. I was like, "Oh, y'all ready. Okay, I was just testing y'all." And then you start it over, and then you just
my way down.
and you just start it over, man. So it's all like trial and error, I guess. Damn, I'm trying to think of something else that's worse than that. Besides picking terrible music to play and mix, yeah, that would be top.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you study like music theory or anything like that?
No, I did not. I grew up kind of musically inclined. My grandma had a church in her basement. We're from Trinidad and Tobago, so we grew up Baptist. So the way we did church was way different. I mean, we had the tambourines, shakers, djembes, congos, bongos, and so that's what I was playing all growing up. I always wanted a drum set, but my mom didn't allow it because she didn't want me making a whole bunch of noise in her ear. And I was like, "Ma, you don't understand. I could have been a world-class drummer. I highly believe that I could have been a world-class drummer right now." People say it's never too late, but I don't know. It's
It's hard to devote time,
Yeah.
like when you're, I feel like, older to
Yeah.
like something, you know, like when you're a kid, it's just so easy to just like do that shit all day, every day, right? 'Cause there's
Exactly.
just no responsibilities and
mm-hmm.
get good and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I think there's always time to like start it, you know, like just get tapping, you know.
Yep. And I mean, I got a good ear. I got a good rhythm. If I'm on a drum set right now, like I could play like a solid beat, but it's just all the combinations and where to come in, where to stop. That's the stuff that kind of rocks me, because like rock music and like, I don't know if you've ever been to a black person's church, but their praise and worship is different.
Yeah.
I follow this guy on Instagram, and I don't get it. I'm just like, man, you know, I wish, like, I see what you're doing, I hear what you're doing, I understand, but when it comes to using all your limbs and making them work and not in sync, you know, but still in sync at the same time, that's just something I wish.
So you grew up in Trinidad and Tobago?
No, my parents are from there. I grew up in born in D.C., raised in Maryland.
Okay. So you grew up. Your grandma had a church in the basement. Is that what you said?
Yeah. It was cool. It was almost. It was kind of weird. I mean, my grandma. She has they speak. I don't necessarily know the language. I just call it broken English because, I mean, if you listen to her speak, you can kind of understand her. But then some words you're just like, what? But then I'd be able to understand it. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. But I grew up here. And my mom, she was born in Trinidad. My aunt was born here, but been around my grandma all her life. So for me, especially when we were in church and learning about God and the Bible, like, it was tough for me, man. I could barely understand what anybody was saying, you know, and I just had to read my verses every day, sing my hymns, play the drums or the bongos, and then that was it for me, you know. So, yeah, it was a little different.
Yeah, that is different for sure. When did you make the move out from Maryland to out here?
Oh, I'm a military brat, so I've been moving all my life. I stayed with my grandma for probably like the first 10 years of my life. My mom, she was deployed like quite often when I was young, so I stayed there. Then she got back, and like after that, every 2 to 6 years, different state, different country sometimes. And then we were in Washington State, 06 to 08. I graduated, moved to Virginia. Then I had some friends go to school in Montana, and they talked me into walking on. So I went out there, walked on, played for them for 6 years, redshirted my first 2 years, played the last 4. And then, moved up here with one of my best friends. And we lived in his parents' townhouse. There was 3 of them in a 2-bedroom. Or was it 3-bedroom? It was a 3-bedroom, yeah, me and him. And this dude's like 6'3", 220, like big dude, and we shared the same room, like 2 beds in one room, smaller than a dorm. Damn. Like his bed this way, my bed this way. So it was either my feet by his head or his feet by my head, just kind of depending.
No heads by heads, though.
I mean, no heads by.
Why?
Just snoring.
Oh.
Yeah, the snoring. I just needed to be as far away from that as possible, but I don't think it mattered in the amount of space that we were in at all.
I don't want him to like give me a wet willy or something. This is something weird. Try to kiss me or something.
But yeah, that was that. That's how I got out here, and there was no reason either. I was in Dillon, Montana, man. Graduated, didn't know what the next move was. That could have been anywhere, to be honest. But glad Def came here, to be honest, because I don't know if I would have found the passion for DJing anywhere else. But who knows, because I didn't go anywhere else. But always thankful for that opportunity. So no regrets.
Beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks, man. And that's the way the cookie crumbled.
What do you do other like performy things? Other
DJing is the main thing. Aside from, me DJing and my own solo career, I do DJ for a couple groups. Shout out Nobody and Late Bloomer. 2 dope groups out here. And I've done a bunch of shows with the both of them. That's about it, to be honest. That's it.
What's the goal? What's the idea? Like, you wake up tomorrow and is it just more of this? More of what?
Definitely. My goal, I want to travel. I want to go international with DJing. I said I gave myself a timeline, 3 to 5 years. I actually want to move to the UK. I just love the DJ style out there. A lot of the music that I play is like all UK rap, garage, grime. I just love it. I love the way they talk. I love, the way they dress, the way they move, the way they party.
You should definitely talk to our buddy Chase. He lived out there for 8 years.
Oh,
and he's
damn.
Going back out there in a month to live out there again. He's living in McCall right now. But I'm gonna try to call him to get him out here this weekend. But
Yeah.
we should definitely like. You can talk to him. He like went to like did like a bunch of jewelry apprenticeship out there. And was like really into like the techno scene and stuff. Like lived in this like warehouse in London that like they had like a DJ venue in the back of the warehouse, and like he lived with a bunch of DJs there, and they'd just be like partying up all night and shit, and like just going super hard. I think we talked a little bit about it in the episode we had with him, maybe, but fucking, he's a really cool cat. He moved there, and he definitely like he moved there when he was 18, and that was like probably 10 years ago, and he developed like he was there for like 8 years, developed like pretty heavy accent.
That's what I want, bro. That's what I want. When I hit, you ever seen the show Top Boy on Netflix? It's produced by Drake. But it's literally the UK, all UK like gangsters and shit. And at one point, like I was watching everything UK on Netflix, and I started talking like it.
Yeah,
and I just love it.
everybody.
It's just so
fucking hands.
so proper, and everything. The language out there is just so simple, and it makes way more sense than American language. Like anybody can have their own opinion, but it's so simple. It's so simple. I don't know. It's cool. I like it.
It's also nice just like how more connected you are over there to like the other cultures of the world, you know? Like
Absolutely.
America is so isolated and like where we are, like, and that's why like so many people are so fucking like xenophobic, I think, just because like you're not exposed to that constant like different opinion and culture and everything. Like English kids growing up like take field trips to France, to fucking Spain, to fucking, you know, all these places super quickly and shit, and like it takes us, you know, 14 hours to drive to fucking Mexico to see like any other type of culture.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm not going to Canada.
That's not even different culture than us.
A little bit,
like
but
kinda,
not necessarily.
way northern, but
Yeah, absolutely.
the borders of Canada are like pretty similar to a lot of U.S. cities up north, you know, like Minnesota and fucking shit.
I would definitely say Canada's the closest thing to UK.
Yeah, once you get
Here.
like East Canada.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You could go to like Arkansas. I don't think that's like part of the country.
Dude, the biggest mystery I think in the American
What?
language is why we call it Arkansas and not Arkansas.
Probably because too many people get like Kansas confused with it.
Arkansas.
Or Arkansas.
No, it's your
Arkansas.
The Arkansas.
your Kansas.
I'm from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
What about you?
One Kansas.
See, and that's another thing. Like, you take that word up to or put that in front of somebody from the UK, they're gonna pronounce it exactly how it says.
Exactly.
Like Arkansas, you would expect that S on the end to be a W, but we call it.
I think
How
I
would
feel
they
like a
say-
British person would say, Arkansas? What is that?
There's like a few words that they don't. I think it's just a T. I think they just missed the T.
Or like pterodactyl. Or like pneumonia.
Exactly.
Would they use the silent letters? Pterodactyl and pneumonia.
Aerodactyl.
Pneumonia.
An aerodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Potato.
Anyways.
Yep.
Well, blimey. What's you got any red flags? Bruv.
Any red flags, bruv? Let me tell you. In terms of what though? Like
know.
in a girl relationship?
I don't know.
I'll
Any
just
toxic traits?
I'll just stay there then in a relationship. Out of a significant other, red flag. Can't cook. Definite red flag.
Like, to what extent? Like
if you're willing to learn how to cook and you can follow instructions and try and cook, cool. But if you just say, I'm not cooking, I'll order out every day, red flag.
there are some people that are like ignorant to learning cook, like kind of try not to learn.
That's
Yeah.
dumb.
And it's really therapeutic, actually, especially when it comes out perfect. Just like, damn.
It's also, dude, I always
You
feel
ever
like I'm
eyeball a new
doing
recipe?
a science experiment.
And it works.
Shit, other red flags. I don't know. I'd say I don't know.
Do you think you personally have any?
Hell yeah.
Like what?
I mean, shit, I don't know.
Sometimes saying nothing says the most.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to hear what somebody else's red flag about me is. I'd say procrastination is a red flag of my own that I don't like.
Well, I should say you were pretty early to this.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very procrastinate to me.
I mean, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Just depends. I'm super excited about this, so yeah.
So are we.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Thanks for having me too, by the way.
Yeah, dude, of course. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime.
Except tomorrow, I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm
Same.
also probably busy. Tomorrow.
Same.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. You caught me on a good free day. This is like the last day of my detox, so you caught me on a good day. I'm finally feeling like myself again.
Good.
Yeah. I've been,
Good.
like I said, since Sunday, I just crashed. Actually, I lied. I came back from Salt Lake and went straight to the bars and partied.
Nice.
So
What's
it's
a
probably
normal-
Monday, Tuesday, all day today. Just been kicking in. Finally, I went to the park yesterday, y'all.
Nice.
Took my
that's
blanket,
beautiful.
went and got a bagel from Sarah's Bagel, and I ate it. I was at the park. Fell asleep for 3 hours.
That is gorgeous.
It
Dude,
was
that's the kind
am-
of shit I'm trying to do more of.
It
That
was
is nice.
amazing, and it's
I'm
just
trying
doing
to frolic.
it.
Dude.
I know we're not out here frolicking.
When was the last time you frolicked?
The last time I frolicked,
Yeah.
man, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Dude.
Have you ever just meandered?
You know when you just go on a meander.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man, damn! Now you got me thinking about frolicking.
Dude,
I need to go
it's
fucking frolic.
I just want to find a field and fucking just frolic.
Field of wildflowers.
Yeah,
Frolicking.
yeah.
Anyways. Anyway, bruv.
So you've been doing a lot of traveling lately for your shit, man?
Yeah, sorry. I'm still thinking
Just
about
associating
I'm
about frolicking,
picturing
dude.
myself
No,
frolicking.
take a minute.
Sheesh. Traveling, yeah. I mean, I went to Atlanta once. It was like late last year. It was actually you listen. Shout out Uffy. He's a local artist out here. Him and Donish, they all took me to Atlanta to meet this artist who I was like auditioning to DJ for his tour. And that was the first time I've ever been like in like the same room as a somewhat famous artist. Lived in a big old huge house, 3 stories. One of his living rooms was a whole closet, just unopened clothes. When we got there, as soon as we got there, we like kicked it for like 5 minutes. He was like, "All right, we'll be back." This man goes and picks up a purple Ferrari coupe. It was insane. And then like his security
pizza.
His security picked us up from the airport. They were in these Cadillac Escalade SUVs. And then I never forget when we all went out and we went to this restaurant and they were just like, "Yeah, man, just get whatever you want." And so everybody got these lamb chops and they looked super good, but I wanted something different. And then when I had something different, I was like, damn, I should have got the lamb chops. Like I should just trust and believe in the people that do this all the time. But it was cool because like the security, it was actually Future security. It was Future's a literal security, like, and it was just dope. Then they were just telling me stories about, Future, how he goes like 120 miles an hour on the freeway or through town, and security is right behind him on his ass because everybody, they call the police department before, let him know Future's in town, because if you stop,
He's driving again.
But it's even deeper than that, because it's just like if you stop or if people notice you, like there's a chance that you get robbed or you get lit up or get swarmed. So it was mobbing, so it was just dope. We were just going 100+ miles an hour on the highway, just weaving through traffic. It was
That's sick.
It was crazy. Really lived the rapper lifestyle. Dude got a package in the mail, just this Cuban link necklace, diamonds, literally dancing. Crazy. But nah, I do that. Atlanta, one of my main spots I've been going is Salt Lake too a lot. I know a lot of people down in Salt Lake, and it was Joshy Soul and his crew, Norbs, Cam, Candido, Jackson, and Mike, and I got real close with them from Treefort, and they heard me DJ here a few times, and it was Joshy who put me on to the guys down in Salt Lake at this bar called Alibi. It's like a smaller but intimate vibe. People my age, a little bit older. It was just the ultimate vibe. And so up until I went this past weekend, but I took like 2 months off, 2 or 3 months off actually, because I was just spending a lot of time and energy down there, turning up with them. And then realizing, the same thing that they're doing that I'm complaining about not being here, I could do that here, So I go down there, I get inspiration, I get ideas, and I come back here and I implement them here. And there's been 4 or 5 events that they've done that I brought here. One, I did a parade around the North End. Like, me and my boy, we were in the back of a pickup truck. I even had Will there, space bar with his space car.
Fuck yeah.
And we mobbed around. It was kind of like a dance protest with all the shit that was going down in 2020. I didn't want it to be, obviously it was a serious thing, but I wanted to bring some light, love, and laughter to it and fun. So we literally got probably 100 plus people just mobbing around downtown North End. In the back of a truck, DJ set up in the back of a truck, speaker right there on the tailgate, going 2 miles an hour. Everybody just following. There's people on roller skates, bikes. So that was one. And then they have a similar.
Trying to get home.
I know. Oh no, we told them, it was hey, this is the North End. You can go down any street and get to the same location.
So true, dude. Perfect grid.
Yeah. And then they got this place behind a shoe store down there called Feist Gallery, and it's kind of like a way smaller Freak Alley. But I did a show out in Freak Alley here. I thought that was dope.
That's sick.
A lot of people came out, and everybody they respond well. So
Totally.
it's I just keep getting these ideas and keep executing them here, and it's been a good turnout for sure.
So you doing all your own management and fucking promoting?
Yeah,
and everything?
man. It's tough.
Just fucking booking your own shows and stuff.
It's tough, man, because sometimes I remember there's one I booked 2 weddings in one day, and or 2 weddings in one weekend, but it was months out, and the day came up, and then I just went through my email and typed in the date, and I saw that I was booked on both these days, and I was like, damn, I gotta cancel one of these, and one of them already gave me a deposit, so I had to go with the lesser deposit, and it was somebody that I knew too, so that made that easier, which one to go with. But yeah, it's a lot. It's booking, is doing the flyers, doing the content, reaching out to people. But the nice thing about how far I've come, man, is I very rarely have to reach out to anybody. A lot of people hit me up, and I just go ahead and I DJ based off of that. So
Totally. That's great.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
When you were in Atlanta at your dinner, what different thing did you get?
I just got tacos, man, these chicken tacos, and it was just so basic, I was just I could eat these at home. I could make these. I ain't never had no lamb the way that they had it. And there was this. Oh,
I
man.
mean to out you like that.
No, it's okay. I call myself a dumbass when I didn't.
wouldn't have said that either.
It was just not a smart move, especially, that's just somebody taking you on a date, getting whatever you want, and you get a fucking burger when you can get a whole ass steak
with butter and salt. Do you have that? What's
Can I drink water live on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink your water.
I'm parched, guys.
Can you promote the water you're drinking?
I won't do that.
It's okay.
Not
if
yet,
it's
unless no, it's not. It's from the source.
Oh,
100% spring water.
you ever been
natural
to? You ever
spring
been
water.
to the source?
The source?
Where is the source?
The source
Where the water comes from?
high up in the mountains.
You gotta climb.
I
You gotta
mean,
climb.
All the water's from the source. So
Not all.
I mean, most of them.
No, no.
But
There's different sources.
That.
Well, what do you mean?
That's a fact.
none of them specify.
There's
They all
springs.
say they're from
Yeah.
the source.
They're
Well,
just
Natural
every
spring
source
water.
is the spring. They're all the source.
What? But if it's straight from the source, like the source is a place.
Natural spring water
You're gonna get us fucked up, dude.
from the mountains. 100%. That's what you want to look for on a bottle of water.
I just
100%
You'll see.
natural
You'll see.
spring.
Go
sounds
look.
like it all comes from
Straight from
Go,
the source.
go get a bottle of Aquafina, and you will not see the source on there at all.
This bit is scary to me now.
They play with your water.
What?
It's all types of bleach and shit in there, so when you get that natural water, it's way better.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a Kangen machine?
A what?
A Kangen, Kangen. Yep, look it up.
Okay.
Look it up. Look it up.
That's a device that I want to own. It purifies your water with natural minerals.
Ooh.
My friend in college, his mom put me onto that, and there was just like layers of different types of rocks in there that all just went through.
Oh, I think I've heard of these. It's like a
Yeah,
purifies your water.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Damn.
the
Okay.
best. And like
Shit.
Boise, Boise Juice Co. I love going there and filling up my water because that's all they use. They
Oh,
use it to wash
really?
their fruit,
Mhm.
their vegetables, everything.
Shit.
Aren't they like
There's just a difference, and there's a lot of
$400 or $500 or something? Like that?
hell no, like
More than that?
$4,000 or $5,000.
Oh,
I think the
shit.
cheapest one I've seen was actually on Facebook Marketplace,
Oh,
and it
yeah,
was for
right.
like $1,800, but I didn't have $1,800 at the
Damn.
time, so
Yeah.
well,
You're
shit
right.
out of luck.
I was thinking of a different thing.
Yeah, I mean, invest in your health, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Pays to be healthy.
Shit.
I'd rather
Unfortunately.
pay $5,000 than die. So when you say it like that,
Oh man.
Shit, dude. What? Man, I just. I
some
said-
weird brand.
I always
names, though.
start a question before I think of a question.
How old were you when you were born? Gotcha.
What's your favorite place to go camping? What's your favorite camping spot?
Stanley, bruh. I fucking love Stanley, Idaho. It's just so beautiful. I did like 3 weddings out there. 2 of them I camped. One of them I had a cabin, and the camping like beat the cabin for me personally. I mean, it was nice sleeping on a comfy bed, but also it was an old ass cabin, and I don't know how old those beds were. So we went to this campsite. One of them was right by Redfish Lake. It was actually, you drive in. There's a whole bunch of other people camping there, but they had a really good setup, like a little rocky area for you to put your tent on. Then they had a fire pit and like just area for you and your family to hang out. You know, we wake up, go right down the hill, and there was Redfish Lake. It was just beautiful. And then another spot was just like in some woods somewhere, not as far as Redfish. Oh no, it was I can't even tell you where it was, to be honest. It was at the top peak of this mountain. I went with some friends once, and it just overlooked all of Stanley. It was super, super cool. And the cabin was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was cool, but I'm not trying to have lights and watch TV. I want to live like I ain't got it, you know, and just reset, ground myself. So that's why I like camping and love camping, actually. I really do.
$2 outfit into $1,000.
Absolutely. You're goddamn right.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh. I'll give you my favorite Adam Sandler movie, Mr. Deeds, hands down.
Okay.
That might be my favorite movie, honestly, of all time. I think so. I like that. I like the old school ones, like I mean, you got all the Disney ones that are all classics. But I say all in all, I could watch Mr. Deeds all day, every day. There's another one called The Wood. I used to watch that one a lot. It's about these three best friends that lived in Inglewood, California. It was just a whole series of events that went down over a, I think, 5-year time span from high school or from middle school to high school. Yeah, so.
That happened to me.
What?
I had a series of events happen the 5 years after high school.
What would you call it?
Life.
There's already a movie called Life. You can't take that one.
Oh.
We just watched
Life.
that movie the other day.
Life 2.
I don't think that would work.
Max's life.
Okay, there we go.
Most people's life. I mean, life is a series of events.
Or if you call it, if the one that I just said is The Wood,
Yeah.
you could call yours In the Trees,
I could.
or The Tree, or The Boy.
The Red Tree.
Hey. Where the red fern grows.
That's a sad.
It's a good one, though. I think you only watch it in school, though.
You would only watch it in school?
Oh.
So it's a PG movie?
Nah, I just remember that was like a book we all had to read
No.
Yeah, we
in
read
school,
that
and
in
then
school for sure.
we
Oh,
watched
wait.
the movie.
Which one?
Where the red fern grows.
grows.
Sorry,
Oh.
where the red fern... I don't know if...
Wait, is that the real name of the movie? Or is
It's
it
a
where
book,
where the
and
wild
I guess
things
it's
are?
both.
No, that's a different movie. In
Oh,
Mortal
okay,
Kombat.
okay. I was
It's the one
little.
with the monsters and
Yeah,
the kid
yeah,
named
yeah.
That
Max.
kid's name's Max.
Yeah.
Is that your movie,
I see
Max?
how you... I see how you made the correlation.
Oh,
Do you believe in ghosts?
absolutely, 1,000%.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Hell yeah.
Is that why I spooked you so much?
Hell yeah. But I mean, if not ghosts, definitely energy. I believe energy it's a real thing. I mean, there's nothing that anybody can tell me different. Like it's but yeah, we want to call it ghosts, and yes, I believe in ghosts. I believe that there are ghosts everywhere. They're with you, they're within you, they're around you. Yeah, and they're living their own lives in their own realm.
Nice.
Do you think there's a ghost on the podcast with us?
We're probably ghosts to ghosts.
Oh
Ooh.
shit!
But don't you have to be a person to be a ghost? And then wouldn't you know?
In like classic ghost,
Or do ghosts just... Can a ghost be born from a,
yeah, can ghosts have little ghost babies and then they grow up to be ghost adults?
Because don't you need like a... don't ghosts come from...
But maybe, I don't know, maybe everybody that dies, maybe that's the birth of a ghost. Oof.
Okay. Okay. So like a ghost is from a person, but it's not that person. So
Yeah.
it would be like a new life starting. So
And then
it
when the
wouldn't know
ghost
what a person
dies,
is.
they're born a person.
Ooh.
And it's just an
It's
endless
like, yeah,
cycle.
because energy, what? Hold on, you
It
gotta
cannot be
switch that.
created or destroyed.
Energy cannot
Holy
be created
shit.
or destroyed.
Oh, dude.
We did
We just solved life, dog.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Sheesh, that got deep.
Now I feel the
That got-
energy.
yeah, right?
We just took it. We just probably
Dude.
killed somebody. A lot of ghosts just got born.
Damn.
Born.
What about cryptids? Do you believe in cryptids?
Cryptids.
Yeah, so like Sasquatch, Jersey Devil, fucking Mothman.
Choose after
Think of
Labor
more.
Day.
I'd
Sarah
say
Jessica Parker.
maybe not. Just because, I mean, there's no real evidence. I mean, they say there is, but who's really seen it? I mean, there's people who say they've seen it, but who's to say, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. That I can say I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you really can say. At the end of the day, do any of us?
I mean, what? The government just said there's aliens, so...
Yeah, that's. I don't know about that one. I feel like no one's really talking. Or people are talking about it, but everyone's like, but like, where are they?
And it's not even that. It's like, we already knew that. There's a lot of people that already knew that. I'm
Yeah.
like, we've been trying to tell y'all this. Like, y'all new to this information, not me. It's just
There's
whether...
movies about it.
I saw an article where a Peruvian village requested military assistance because they said they were being attacked by 7-foot-tall armored aliens. So,
Do you think when we finally see these aliens that they've been hiding, which alien space movies are going to become documentaries? Like which movie do you think got aliens right?
Signs.
Signs. The Shyamalan, or yeah.
You know the movie was with Mel Gibson?
Mel Gibson, Signs. Yeah, I
I don't
think.
think I've seen that one.
You haven't?
I don't think so. Signs.
Remember in the little girl, she would drink the water, but she would never finish it and put it all over the place. And they put like the tin caps on their head or the foil caps on their head. Tall, gray aliens. It was like,
We'll pull up a Google digital image.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
yeah, you
With
should.
the
But it's
aliens?
been a minute since I even seen it.
I'm bad at remembering movies, though.
I know, when he asked me that, I just...
That one was the movie, but when I clicked images, it just went to pictures of like street signs. Everywhere a sign.
I remember this movie now. Yep. Okay.
I mean, shit, even as of recent, there have been people saying that they've seen these tall figures walking in the backyard and all this other shit. So I think that would be the perfect movie that's a documentary. Absolutely.
I've seen South Park. I think they're like 2D.
Or the freaking
There's cardboard. I think that old 90s Scooby-Doo movie got him right. Like the big green heads.
bigger, but they were always people.
Yeah, they were always people.
They were always people.
Scooby-Doo. Except for the one zombie movie that was real zombies. The cats. The cats in Louisiana. That one was
Okay.
crazy.
Cats.
You get abducted, and there's like, you're on a UFO with like 70 aliens, and they ask you to DJ for them.
That's a big ass.
What are you playing?
Hell yeah, I'm just playing some high frequency sounds. Absolutely. Actually, nah. I'd probably.
They'd probably be fucking lit.
Yeah, I'd probably play like some. There's like an Afro Latin genre that I play, and it's like it's spiritual to me. It's like spiritual sounds because it has all the drums and everything in it. Yeah, I'd probably play that or just some high frequency.
That's what this guy's getting down to.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he looks like he's ready for the turn up.
Dude, damn.
He's been on a bender. He's if you're post bender, you're day or two detox. What's a day in the life for you? You've been going hard, and you have 2 days to do nothing.
Yes, it's nice. I finally feel normal again, like myself. Day in life, just riding my bike, being outside, being around people, hanging out with people, not drinking. I would say meditating, but it's something I don't do that I want to. I'm just going to say it to manifest it and just keep it in the forefront of my mind. Being by water.
Yeah.
I love the sound of water. Love being in it. Haven't been in it a bunch this year, but that could be the...
Take a shower, man.
I mean, yeah, it ain't the same, That would you drink your shower water?
Like, at what point? Like, when it's coming out of the thing, or like after I've showered with it?
I just feel like I like being in
Is
like
it like-
rivers and lakes.
That's
They're just there we go. That was probably the wrong thing to say.
no. I was just
I
being a
also
dick.
prefer
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Thanks for letting me be me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything I can do to help you be you, you can tell me. Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna be me regardless. So don't try
I think
too hard.
aliens would like Toby Keith.
Toby Keith. Which one is Toby Keith?
I
He's
know.
the Red Solo Cup guy.
Oh,
It's just the first country singer.
I think they'd be like, shut this shit off, or
Right.
probably fucking zap them,
Okay.
or whatever aliens do.
What's your
Consider
favorite
my
ring that's on
feelings.
your finger?
Abducted.
This one, my Moldavite. Actually, I lied. It's gonna be this one, my
The one with-
turquoise ring.
Is that
Yeah.
a panther in it?
Listen,
Or a
I
cougar
think
next
it's
to
a
the turquoise?
saber-toothed tiger.
That's pretty badass.
I think a customer when I was working at Verizon would come in every now and then. He'd always call me the guy with the rings, and he bought me like 2 little baskets full of rings. I was like, pick whatever ones you want, and this was literally the best looking one in there.
That one's sick.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that one. It's been catching my eye the whole time.
yeah. Like if you look close, it almost looked like old boy from Ice Age.
What's his fucking name?
Not Sid, but
No.
The tiger?
yeah.
the saber tooth.
Does it start with an R?
All right, I'll get it.
He got technology in front of him, so
Okay. It's cool.
Diego.
Diego. There we go.
Dude,
Diego.
that's a good name, too.
Handsome fella. What you got going on? What's what if someone's into you? They're sold by you from this. What do they have to Google to be all about you?
No, they wouldn't have to Google. They just
Okay.
come talk to me, be real with me, ask me questions. I'm a very open book. I've learned a lot of that from healing and being one with myself and not necessarily worrying about what anybody else has to say or think about me. One of my favorite radio personalities, Charlamagne the God, he always says, live your truth so nobody can speak it against you. And I live by that day to day. I like to have like deep conversations. There's this game that I have. It's called Tonight Let's Talk. It's for couples, but I use it with just about anybody, friends or whatever. And I take some snippets from it and then turn it into my own and just ask like deep questions. I also have a friend down in Salt Lake. He played this game with me and that opened my eyes to like really get in people's shit, you know, because surface level conversations, you know, you can have those with anybody, but it's like, how deep are you willing to go? You know, you want to know me, so I'm going to tell you everything you want to know about me. And I would expect that in return. You know, I feel like that's motivating to some people. Like, damn, this dude is like putting it all out there. He ain't scared of shit. All right, I can do the same. You know? Yeah.
I agree with that. Fucking what I think more so like if people are trying to listen to your music,
Come see me live.
come see them
I
live.
don't have anything
Nothing is
uploaded.
uploaded.
And people always tell me I need to upload this, I need to upload that. I know. The only thing I'll upload is the first song that I ever make, and I'll just keep doing those. But mixes and songs, I just feel like they're completely different. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. I want people to hear about me and get excited and be like, all right, everybody keeps saying like he's a pretty decent DJ. Like they don't know what you're gonna play, but they know that it's gonna be something good. And they're gonna have fun. I just want people to have fun. I don't want them to expect me to play this playlist and I'm in this playlist. You know what I mean? I just want to give them an experience that you can't necessarily like run back to unless you come back and see me live.
So,
Yeah.
Instagram?
IG, absolutely. At RahKeeM _P, RahKeem _P. I got Facebook, but Facebook's more for my parents and my grandma and stuff. So people always, this is pet peeve. Don't add me on Instagram and then find me on Facebook and add me. It's just one or the other. Pick your poison. Because I have like 400 friend requests on Facebook. I shit you not. But it's everybody that I follow on Instagram. I was like, I'm on Instagram more than Facebook. So that's why I'm going to interact with you more. So just stay there. Don't find me on Facebook. For what? For what?
Fair enough. You heard it. You find it Facebook, Instagram, but not both.
And out in the streets.
Out in the streets.
Yeah.
We out here. I'm out here.
And we are out of here.
Have a pretty good week.